Hey there, it's Maria, the self-care coach. Welcome back to my living room. Today I want to talk to you about why I don't believe in goal setting in the conventional sense and what I think is a better method for achieving your dreams. So I don't believe in goal setting because I think it's very outcome oriented. It doesn't really like SMART goals. I don't think that they're bad if they work for you, but they never work for me. So it's the reason I don't believe in doing it for me. SMART goals are measurable, they're time sensitive, they're blah, blah, blah. And that puts me in this like scarcity mindset immediately. It like sets me off like into a fear-based place, into a lack-based place when I think about that goal. And I don't like it. It like puts me in a mode that doesn't feel authentic. So I believe that what we're really looking for in our life is how we're gonna feel when we get there. So I want a better job because of how I'll feel once I have the job, or how I'll feel once I have the income, or what that will allow me to do. But based on like so much of our experience is actually how we feel. So that accomplishment is something we want, not for the sake of it, but for the sake of how we'll feel when we have it. And so I really believe that the best way to get to the things we want, or to like achieve them or bring them into our experience, is by starting at the feeling. And there's tons of evidence to support this from thought leaders like Dr. Joe Dispenza and Abraham Hicks. And so it's not new me talking about this, but I think this time of year, it happens to be coming up on the new year. It's a really popular time for people to talk about their goals, set intentions and things like that. And I think while you're doing it, it's really great for you to take that time and be mindful. Like, I'm totally for it, to make a ritual of it, absolutely. But I want you to consider like what's important. What do you really want to get out of that experience? And so something that I've noticed to be the hugest needle mover in my experience is making sure that I feel good day to day. So I've had experiences in my life where like I really didn't feel good. Physically, emotionally, I didn't feel good. And that had momentum. So I had more reasons show up for me to not feel good in relation to money, in relation to my work, in relation to my health. And this past year, like from the time of my little breakdown about 1.5 years ago, it wasn't dramatic, but well, it was dramatic, but it wasn't acute. It was kind of a chronic breakdown for a while. But during that time, I really didn't feel good. And the only thing that sort of kept me going was listening to Abraham Hicks and like remembering that just feeling good puts you in your space of power. Just feeling good puts you in alignment. So it was simple, it was easy. So I practiced feeling good. And some days I did and some days I didn't. But I learned different ways. I learned more ways to put myself into a better feeling place. And then like fast forward a year, and my life looked incredibly different. And it was like, it's so amazing. I don't want to say it is so amazing. And so I got thinking like, what do I want to offer people for the new year? What do I want to offer as far as a freebie or just like advice or help or support? And I wanted to offer the focus on how you feel. So I have a new program called It's a Matter of Feeling, and I'm really just testing it out. Because I know how big of a role feeling good plays in how everything goes in my experience, in my day-to-day, and when you zoom out in a bigger way. Poor Figgy, I gotta sit further away from him. So I want you to consider the ways, the goals that you have. Like, think about the goals that you have. Think about the things that you want, the physical things, the status things, whatever it is. Think about those things that you want. And then I want you to dig a little bit deeper. How will you feel when you get them? Like, that's the really important question here. How will you feel when you get there? And then the next question is, how can I practice feeling that way before it becomes material? Like, how can I practice feeling appreciated? How can I practice feeling abundant? How can I practice feeling free, feeling joyful, feeling lighter, feeling more playful? That's one of my goals for 2020, is to feel more playful. So I could invite more fun into my life. And so really just taking that a little bit deeper. So you have your goal, totally fine. My goal is XYZ. And then how do I imagine I'll feel once that goal comes to be? Like when that actually comes to pass, how do I imagine I'll feel? And then the next step is like, how do I get into that feeling space more often, more of the time, on the daily? So I'm gonna leave you with one little tidbit before I go. Meditation is key to coming into alignment and feeling good because it helps us to clear the stories. So reasons we feel bad are thoughts and the stories we tell ourselves. So we tell this story of like hopelessness, of defeat, of fear, of whatever, and then that dictates how we feel. Our feelings, our emotions are in response to our thinking. So our thoughts are where we have all of our power in this way. So then the next question, and this is all in my free 2020 How I Want to Feel planner, like what thoughts evoke these negative feelings so I can think them less? What thoughts evoke these positive feelings, these feelings I want to feel so I can think them more? All right. That is the baseline. That is the intro to the importance of how you feel in your day-to-day and what that can do for you. If you have any questions, comments, or thoughts about this, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And if you thought this was helpful, please subscribe or share it with someone who you think could benefit. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you again soon.